All right, fat man exercise log number 1. Not necessarily going to make this a continuous thing, but thought I'd try out this format. Recorded in the car, recorded in the house, and now I'm recording on a treadmill. And obviously, this video is going to be themed upon exercise and how to actually incorporate it into your life. Because I feel like the way exercise is right now is it's really commercialized. And excuse the beeps, I'm just setting a speed that won't kill me. So, brisk walking pace. So anyway, yeah, so exercise definitely seems commercialized, right? You have Planet Fitness, they're like, oh, come and join us for $1 a month. You can go do that and you're gonna pay $10-20 a month for the rest of the year and never go. You can't treat exercise like it's a one-time celebration or a phase of your life. Like, that's not how things balance, Like, you gotta get your eating right. And I'm not saying eat healthy, I'm saying you gotta eat the right amount of whatever you're eating. And you gotta make sure that your exercise is incorporated in such a way that you actually feel like you can do it. Everything that you're doing has to become a habit, right? So, okay, I'm walking on a treadmill right now. Realistically, am I gonna do this for the rest of my life? I don't think so. I'm doing it right now, and I'm gonna try to build a habit of doing this every day. And I have my TV up here so I can watch YouTube. In this case, I'm actually recording YouTube because I'm trying to meet my goal of posting like 3 times a day. But yeah, like, I'm not going to do this for the rest of my life. My wife has a treadmill right next to me. I'd like to come out here and walk with her at night, because that's a great time for us to get a bunch of conversation in. But yeah, you gotta find ways to make exercise work. When you were younger and you went to school, you walked around the school building, you walked to school, or you were out playing and doing things, and you were getting a lot of exercise in then, and you weren't even thinking about it. And then you turn 18 or whatever age it is that you can get a driver's license where you are, and you get a driver's license, and you get a moped or a car, and you start just driving places, and a lot more of what you're doing involves your body being stationary. And then you slowly start to develop the giant belly, which I have right here. I'm gonna kill myself on the treadmill if I'm not careful. But yeah, like, the balance changes. At no point when you were younger, I mean, for the majority of people, at no point when you were younger did you think, man, you know what I really want to do right now? I want to go run for 2 hours on a treadmill. It's not an effective way to lose weight. You can gain thousands of calories in 10 minutes. It takes you forever to burn thousands of calories. And in fact, the lighter you are, the slower you're going to burn those calories. So yeah, you got to find a way to mix it. Now, I actually really like to find things that, I enjoy doing. Like, I like to go play laser tag, right? That's a real fast running around shooting people. Although you're not technically allowed to run because they yell at you when you do that, but I like to run. There's nothing like a fat man running down a hill, slamming into a little kid. Yeah, I think that means I win. Anyway, that's fun. I like bike riding. I don't like getting on an exercise bike at a gym. I like getting on my bike and I like riding downtown, looking around, when the sun's out, right? And I have an electric wheel on my bike, and I like to use that. I don't use it all the time, but I tell you what, it makes me feel more comfortable with going out. This treadmill, $250, something like that. This is working well for me. I think oftentimes we have a desire, let's just be real here. We have a desire to be skinnier, right? Not really healthier, we just want to be skinnier, because people can't always see your health, but people can see your weight. And most people are self-conscious about that. So most of us want to be skinnier, and we think, okay, what do we have to do to be skinnier? Like, what do skinny people do? Okay, well, skinny people, they go to the gym. And so you sign up for a gym membership. Walking, very effective exercise. You don't need a gym membership to walk. Just get on your feet, walk out of your door, and walk around your neighborhood. You know, if you have a dog, take the dog for a walk, you know. There's a lot of things you can do, but I think most skinny people, it's not that they're going to a gym every day and working out, it's that they're not pigging out. If you weigh 250 pounds like I do, and you want to weigh 200 pounds like I do, then you can't eat what a 250 pound man eats. And so that's whatever you're eating right now. You can't eat that. You have to eat less of that. If you want to weigh 200 pounds, you have to weigh whatever a 200 pound person, you have to eat whatever a 200 pound person would eat. Simple as, right? If you're sitting there eating 5 slices of pizza and you're concerned about the person next to you who's, you know, much skinnier than you are and they're eating 1 or 2 slices of pizza, there's the obvious difference. Do people leave food on their plate when they're done? Obvious difference. Are people drinking crazy amounts of pop? Yep. This just turned into a giant rant. That's how much I love exercise. But you know what? The time goes a lot quicker when I'm recording a video than it does otherwise. So yeah, anyway, so further to all of that, I think that when we were younger, exercise was a habit. We should try to turn exercise back into a habit now. My habit is never going to be going to the gym because I don't like working out. It's boring. It's just boring. I just don't like it, right? I do like walking. I do like riding a bike. I do like going and play laser tag or paintball, things like that. So there are the things that I can use to build my habits. I could come out here and walk on this treadmill for 10 minutes in the morning. It doesn't sound like much, right? It doesn't sound like much, but 10 minutes of walking for me, let's make it a little easier. Let's make it 20 minutes of walking, okay? Let's suppose I come out here every morning, 20 minutes of walking. 20 minutes at a rough walking speed of 3 miles per hour is going to give me a mile's worth of walking. At my body weight, I burn approximately 150 calories for a mile of walking. So, therefore, we can conclude that a month of doing that, 150 calories per day, is going to, what's 150 times 10? 1,500. And then if I take 1,500 times 3, 4,500, right? A pound of fat is 3,500. So that means just by coming out here 20 minutes every morning and doing something that I enjoy, maybe even drinking a coffee, I mean, a little risky on a treadmill, but you know, whatever floats your boat, I could burn over a pound of fat every month. And again, the goal isn't like, oh, I want to burn this pound of fat. It's trying to do what you've got to do to weigh the weight you want to be forever. It's the habit. I could just as easily walk around for 20 minutes. The other thing I could do is, instead of worrying about walking on the treadmill, is I could get rid of the bad habit of stuffing breakfast sandwiches down my throat, which are, you know, like the reason I have to get this extra exercise is because it has to balance for all the crap I'm shoving down into my stomach. But it seems so obvious, and you know, everybody likes to point out, it's like, oh, it's just calories in, calories out. It isn't. I mean, it is mathematically, that's true, but like, it isn't that simple in real life. You know, I've driven my car and thought, I don't want pizza right now, but my body takes me to buy pizza. You know, it's like people gambling at the casino, like they know, like, oh, I'm about to ruin my life, but they go ahead and do it anyway. We're not as simple as 1 + 1. We have to really build things that work for us. And so we should never diminish it down to that. Anyway, I think that's enough for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit like for me. Thanks. And I'm going to just keep walking for the next 15 seconds because that way I can make it to 10 minutes and, you know, it's a real round number. But yeah, hope I see you next time. All right. Goodbye.